Alright, I'm going to show you how to make a spice smoker using a smoke pistol, and we're going to use just an ordinary empty plastic bottle. This is a Walmart apple juice bottle. It's 3 quarts, and what we're going to do is we're basically going to use it for tumbling spices. So we're going to start out, we're going to smoke some salt. You can smoke nuts or smoke any kind of spices by using something like this. And I'm going to build a stand for it out of PVC, and that's what all these fittings are for. The fittings are 4 of these 90-degree and 4 T's, and then I'm using, the pipe that I'm using is PVC pipe, and this is 3/4 inch. Okay, 3/4 inch fittings as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this bottle and we're going to set it up so that now you don't have to go through the building of this stand. What you do need to do is put a hole here, and you need to have the bottle sitting here. You could use a piece of wood, a couple pieces of wood to hold it up, and just let the smoke blow into it. And then occasionally you want to rotate the bottle a little bit like this so that the spices or the nuts or whatever you have in here tumbles and gets the stuff all around. So let's start by putting the hole in this end. Now this end, we have the top. We want to keep the top. I'll show you why later. But we have the top, and then we're going to drill a hole here in the bottom, and I have a 3/4 inch hole saw that I'm doing it with. But the problem is you'll see there's a little bit of a bump here, and it makes it a little bit difficult to get this thing going in sort of centered. So what I do is I'll use a lighter, and I'll just heat this thing up just a little bit first. So I'm going to just try to heat just the bottom of this slightly. Just to get it so it's melting slightly. And then I'll take the hole saw and push it in where I want it to go, about centered, and twist it a little bit. This will just get me started a little bit. And it gets a little dent in there, a little dimple, so that now what I can do is I can attempt to drill the hole. Okay, I lost my drill bit in there, but that's all right because I'll get that out in a minute, I hope. All right, I got it out. I'm so excited. Okay, now we've drilled a hole in the bottom. This is another type of bottle that works well. The reason for these bottles is that I look for something that has a different shape to it. For example, this is square here, and as the salt or the spices roll around in it, they're gonna be moved, and they're not going to just slide along the perimeter. If this was completely round, then they would just slide along. But this, having the dents here, causes it to fall as they rotate and be turned over, and to get smoked on all sides. Now, what I've done is, again, I'm looking, and you don't have to do what I'm doing with this PVC, but I'm looking to do this kind of thing. So what I've done now for this particular bottle, I've cut some pieces for my T's. These are about 2 1/4 inches long, and I'm putting a T on each side turned like this, and then the same with the other one. And I'm putting it on and turning them at 90 degrees. And then I cut some small pieces to go in here on both sides. And then I'll put 90s on there. Now you can glue these or you don't have to. I prefer not to glue them. Now, this is one side of the base. And then we have these, which are just about the length of the bottle. And these will go here and here. And then we will put our 90s on here. And this is our base. And now these can rotate out of the way. You can stick the bottle on here like this. Rotate this back in the hole. And now I've got a stand for my bottle. And the arrangement will look something like this. And then as I'm smoking, as I'm blowing the smoke in, I will rotate the bottle slightly every 15 or 20 minutes just to circulate whatever's inside, whether it be nuts or whether it is salt. We're going to be doing some salt later, or any type of other spices. You can smoke oregano or basil or any type of spices like that. So that'll conclude it for this video on building the stand. However, watch our video on smoking salt, and we'll show you how this thing is used. Okay, now we've done our cutting of the PVC. These little things work great. And what I've done is I've cut two pieces, basically the length of the bottle. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use these for the sides. Do two of those guys. And then I've cut two of these. These are about 2 1/4 inches, and these are the to give it the lift so that it's the height of the barrel of the smoke pistol. And the T's we're going to put turned at 90 degrees. Like I said, there's two of these. We turn them at 90 degrees. And then these are short pieces just to join the legs. Put the legs on like this, and like this. Like this. Like this. And now we're ready to set the bottle in. You can just rotate these slightly. You would fill your bottle, and that's why you use the top. You keep the top. You put the top on. You fill this with salt, or you fill it with nuts, or whatever you're going to be smoking. Just pour them in through this hole, and you've got this top on, and then you can rock them back into the middle. And you know, this nice thing about this bottle is it's sloped. And then you'll take the top off, put it here, put it here. And now this is a holder. Now with your smoke pistol going, you'll put it up against here. Remember that this barrel gets very hot, and you don't want it to touch the plastic or come very close to it. So you put it here. You can also use what they sell. With the smoke pistol, you can purchase some of the flex barrel extender. And the nice thing about that, it's a high temperature rubber, and you can put that on there, and then that way the rubber can go into here. You don't have any danger of melting this plastic. But this will work just fine like this. You can put it up against here, and then when the smoke pistol is going and your spices are being smoked, you can rotate this slightly every 15-20 minutes or so. And the nice thing again about the flat portions is it will cause whatever's inside to tumble as you rotate it. and that way you can get a nice even smoke all over everything. And we'll get into smoking some salt with this in my next video. So check that, and we'll smoke some salt and you can see how to smoke a spice.